What's next? Next stop, 200 billion. You know, when a country's central bank starts to literally lose money each and every day, countries around the world will start to notice really, really fast. Especially when there's no sign at all that these losses are going to stop. So, how long do you think countries around the world will continue to accept Federal Reserve notes, like the cash that's in your wallet, as payment for goods and services from an entity which is literally bankrupt? Sooner or later, those countries around the world will no longer want the paper with pretty little pictures on it that's masquerading as money. I have no idea when that refusal will start, but given what's now taken place at the U.S. Central Bank, I suspect that it won't be long. Now, that paper with pretty little pictures and past presidents on it will still be accepted as money here in the U.S., but we don't manufacture very much of anything in this nation anymore. How long has it been? Ask yourself this. How long has it been since you've bought something and it's actually said made in the USA? We import most of the things that we consume because of the brainiacs of corporate America decided it would be better to outsource manufacturing to other countries. And those corporate brainiac titans never stopped to consider the effect on the nation as a whole. They were only interested in how much extra money they could put into their own pockets by outsourcing manufacturing overseas. So now the brainiacs are wealthier and the country and its currency are down the tubes. So when you see those corporate titans and admire how much wealth they actually have, well, remember, they wrecked the entire country to get where they are. And it turns out they weren't nearly as smart as they thought they were. They're just greedy, dumb. I'll leave it at that. Now, in case you're not certain about whom I'm speaking about, it's all those free trade dingbats. So, head over to Google and start looking up free trade and watch whose names come up. Then you'll know who needs straightening out on a personal level and who to start knocking off those little pedestals. Because I'm sure this situation is causing almost panic in a lot of financial firms. Because those little parasites are probably looting the place on their way out the door because they know the jig is up. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you in the next one, okay? You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Did you know that the Federal Reserve Bank is losing $758 million per day, paying interest to commercial banks on reserve repos and interest on reserves? Those losses just reached $100 billion, not million, but billion. Before all of these wild financial games began, the Federal Reserve would send its profits to the U.S. Treasury each and every year. It was usually a few $billion each and every year. Now, the Federal Reserve has massive paper losses on their bond portfolio, and masses daily losses on the money it has to pay to commercial banks to keep the system from falling apart. The Federal Reserve Chairman Powell and company have managed to lose a whopping $100 billion. And we're the ones that have to pay for it. It's difficult to overstate the level of sheer incompetence needed to have a money printer and still print money. Look at this chart that I found. It's pretty much self-explanatory.